Hey guys, what's up? So I wanted to go over some runway basics today. I get so many questions from my athletes about how the best way is to run your runway for long jump, for triple jump. Should they be the same? Should they be different? What should you be doing during them? Lots of different questions. So today we're just gonna go over the basics. And then in later videos, I'm gonna go over the different phases of a runway and things like that. So for those that don't know me, my name is Fallon Headings. I'm a physical therapist and a track and field coach. So let's get started. So with your runway for long and triple jump, I always find this is kind of one of my bigger pet peeves, but most high school athletes will have the same long jump and triple jump approach. But my first question to them always is the end goal the same? Is your end goal for your long jump the same as your end goal for your triple jump? I hope not, because let's say we have a 20-foot long jumper and he should be going about, we'll say 45 feet in the triple. Your end goal is two different things. You have 20 feet here that you have to continue your momentum for, and you have 45 feet here that you have to continue your momentum for. So your runways have to be different. They should not be the same. So the big difference is, I always say with long jump, I'm always saying find your top speed that you feel comfortable at. And then triple jump, you're finding more of your optimal speed, because many times you can't be at your top speed for triple because you're never going to get through your phases, because you can't hold that momentum through 3 phases. Whereas long jump, once you take off, you're just kind of countering that rotation that's happening in the air. So that's first, my big thing is the differences between your long and triple. Other differences, your long jump runways can usually be a little bit longer. I'll have athletes get up to a 9-step approach for the long jump, but usually triple, I'll never have anybody get more than an 8-step approach. Beginners for triple jump, I always have them start around 6 steps, because I would rather them learn the timing at 6 steps, and then as they get stronger, as they learn the event, then back them up. But normally within a season, I'm always making sure that I'm kind of trying to stay consistent. If we're at 8 steps for that season, we're at 8 steps for that season. We're not jumping around to 9 and then back to 7, because that messes with the rhythm of the approach. And that goes into kind of my second one, is momentum and rhythm. Your runway should be rhythmic. It shouldn't feel like you're like jerking all over the place. You're slowly increasing your speed, transitioning up, and getting ready for your jump. So you really want to make sure that if we run an amazing runway, you have to continue that momentum off the board. And if you slow down right before the board, guess what? You just ruined that entire runway. You need to be your top speed in those last 2 steps of your approach. And if you lose momentum in those last 2 steps, the first 6 steps were a waste of energy. So you really need to make sure that you are continuing your momentum off the board in long jump and in triple jump. So really make sure you're continuing your momentum. And then lastly, the one thing I want to say is, once you make one mistake in either of these jumps, usually the rest of the jump suffers. I don't care how great your phases are. If you can't put a good approach and get good momentum off the board, your phases aren't going to be as best as they could be. You might have the prettiest phases. I used to have amazing phases when I was in high school. I remember coaches would be like, wow, you have phases that you could jump 42 feet. I'm like, well, I'm jumping 37, so what's going on? And then somebody kind of taught me about my runway and getting speed off the board. And that's where I really learned the difference is my bounds could be the equivalent of a 42-foot jumper, but if I don't have that speed and momentum off the board, my bounds are never going to be at their full potential. So that's my other big thing is, once you make a mistake, everything else tends to suffer, whether it's knee drive, whether it's running off the board. Once you don't run off the board, you can't get faster in your jump. You lost that momentum, you're done for it. So really make sure that everything in the beginning is clean, and then that will allow your jump to be the best it can be. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. Put them in the comment section. Please subscribe and like any videos. Thanks. Bye.